Hello everyone, my name is Spooki, and today I'm diving into my seasonal review of Stadium for Season 19. I'm going to be recapping everything that went down, talking about what worked, what definitely didn't, and what I'd love to see going into next season. But before all that, huge shout out to the Stadium development team. Seriously, the amount of work you put into this mode shows, and it's appreciated more than you know. Season 19 came out swinging with some bold changes right from the first whistle. Let's start with the biggest one, the switch from best of 7 to best of 5 for competitive Stadium. Quick Play was already running best of 5, so the idea was to unify the experience and shorten match lengths, especially because, let's be honest, support queues were starting to feel like waiting for the new GTA. The change landed awkwardly. A lot of players weren't happy, and I'll admit I was skeptical, but I wanted to give it a fair shake. The shorter matches were nice, but at the cost of a lot of the strategic nuance that made competitive Stadium feel rewarding. Builds weren't scaling right, matches felt shallow, and something just felt off. Turns out the devs agreed. After 2 weeks, we got a swift revert back to best of 7. Director Aaron Keller made a post explaining that best of 7 simply supports more strategy, more comebacks, and fewer snowball matches. Of course, that revert had its own wave of resistance from people who love the faster best of 5 format, but personally, best of 5 is the healthier long-term choice for Stadium. Next up, gadgets. Added at launch, exciting in concept, extremely mid in execution. Every gadget felt like it came from the clearance aisle of a dollar store. Low stats, low utility, or both. Players ignored them, myself included. Thankfully, the devs buffed them with the better base stats and shorter cooldowns, which helped somewhat. Even now, only a few really feel like they're worth picking. Dashing Skates, Kitsune Charm, Jet Skates, Super Serum, those are about it. My suggestion going forward, give gadgets their own slot. Let them be fun little modifiers without forcing players to choose between them and the real items. They should feel like toppings on a pizza, not the whole meal, but a nice extra touch. Just not too good. We don't need gadget meta season. Now let's talk about the filter and armory tabs. I won't drag this out because I barely use them, but wow, they were rough at launch. They did get improved later, but there's still this bug where my scroll wheel randomly swaps build rows and tabs while I'm editing. Drives me absolutely insane. Might just be me, but I'm convinced it's out to get me. On a brighter note, the blind pick draft system was a great addition. It hits a sweet spot between giving players agency and preventing full-on counterpick hell. The community hasn't complained much, which might be the best compliment you can give any system. All right, on to the fun part, the hero additions. This season we got Hazard, Torb, Sojourn, and new power changes for Ana. Hazard has been a surprisingly solid pick. Some players call him broken, but for my matches, he feels balanced. Good Hazard players thrive off positioning and timing. Bad Hazard players, well, they feed like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, but he punishes and rewards in equal measure, which is exactly how a hero like him should feel. Torb has been shockingly fun. His builds this season have been downright goofy, and I mean that in the best way. Even though his overall impact isn't huge, especially with weaker turret builds, he still feels satisfying to play. Not a carry hero, but definitely a vibes hero this season. Sojourn, unexpectedly, has not been holding the entire lobby hostage. Weapon power builds can absolutely melt, but Stadium survival tools keep her from turning matches into Sojourn Prison. I wouldn't be shocked to see some buffs or a rework next season to open up non-weapon power build pass. Ana. Now she had a roller coaster season. Nanonade, Fountain of Soothe, they opened up some really fun new builds like Brawl Ana and Jump Shot Ana. Removing Tranquilizer was a massive W. No more flashbang size sleep darts roaming the arena. Tactical Rifle has helped her keep up with all the mobility in the game, but Falconeer, on the other hand, has been a miss. Only useful when paired with R-Turn, and Artsy Dartsy has potential, but needs way more. Hit Scan Sleep Dart or like 300% projectile speed would make it feel worth an entire power slot. Right now, it's basically like the Wish.com version of a buff, so like I don't even think I would buy it as like a 4K blue item. Now for some rapid fire notes. Number 1, Briggs weapon builds are still weak. The risk is way too much bigger than the reward by a mile. Number 2, please stop buffing Freya. No one enjoys fighting her, and I'm not convinced even Freya mains enjoy it. She's going to dominate top 500 next season if she isn't toned down. Number 3, jump cooldown reduction Winston is overtuned. The community hasn't caught on yet, but they will. Prepare for jump build jungle. Number 4, Orisa's electrolytes and enhanced target sensors is way too much damage right now. I don't know why we buffed it when it was already kind of like one of her best items in the game. Dialing it back, I do think would be a pretty good move. She just does way too much damage at range. I think it'd be good to kind of maybe put that buff somewhere else into her kit where she could use it a little bit more. Number 5, Ashe's AP builds aren't broken, but they're miserable to play against. Tone down burn damage or her ult charge rate. Supports disappearing in 0.5 seconds. Isn't fun for anyone. Number 6, Lucio players say he's unplayable now. I don't play him, but they're loud enough that I'm inclined to believe them. And number 7, Orisa's shield power should either drop at her feet or function like an ability. It still feels too clunky. It still feels weird to get the timing down. It just feels non-intuitive. And honestly, if it was just an ability or something that would just plop down at her feet, I would pick it way more often because it would have more functionality and it wouldn't get messed up as easily. Now, looking forward to Season 20. The thing I'm most excited about is that we're finally getting a top 500 leaderboard. I'm hoping this means matchmaking will actually use ranks instead of throwing us into mystery lobbies. One fear is that the leaderboard will operate like the progressive rank system, rewarding hours played instead of actual wins. Please, not that. Does this mean Stadium is moving closer to a traditional Overwatch rank system, or are we getting another carrot on a stick set up to keep us grinding? I'm hoping for the former. And finally, we've got Doomfist and Wu Yang joining next season. I'm slightly terrified of Doomfist getting more cooldown reduction and turning the game into how long can you stay conscious simulator, but I trust the team to keep a close eye on him. We do not need another Freya launch situation. That's my brief review of Season 19 and what I'm looking forward to in Season 20. Make sure to like the video on your way out, and please, please, please let me know what you think below in the comments so we can get a conversation going about Stadium and where it's going to be going in the future. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next Stadium video. Peace.